How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is episode number 16 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, which is called Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered. So, I'm really excited because this season because we're approaching the ending of Season 2, and this season has been fabulous so far. It's had some crazy turns, it's had some really impressive episodes, and yeah, I can't believe we're almost done with Season 2. It's really crazy. Like, it's crazy coming to this point and then reflecting to the very first episode you watched of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We've come a long way. We've still got a very long way to go. Which I'm not complaining whatsoever, because the more the merrier. But no, this season has, like I said, been extraordinary, especially last episode where we found out that Oz was a werewolf. Will Oz is basically official, and yeah, it was a really fun episode. And so yeah, with that said, let's get into episode number 16 of season 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go.
Xander's just... When are you two gonna start wearing cute little matching outfits? Because I'm planning to vomit.
Oh, for God's sake. Cordelia's on the receiving end. Oh, dang.
Papers on my desk. Anybody tries to leave without
At least
giving
she's
me a
got
paper
a
is
date.
looking at a failing grade.
Valentine's Day is just a cheap gimmick to sell cards and chocolate.
Bad break.
Why do me and Buffy relate?
Believe me when I say
yeah.
uh-huh.
Like, we just relate more and more.
Thank you.
It's scary.
Thank you.
Do what?
In class, I think Amy just worked some magic on Miss Beekman.
You mean like witchcraft?
You know her mom's a witch.
And an amateur psycho.
Holy shit, it
You're
is!
the last person that should be messing with that stuff.
Maybe I should go talk to her.
Rupert?
It's Calendar.
Oh!
I'm glad we ran into each other, actually. I was hoping that we could, Do you have a minute?
This is not awkward. This is not awkward.
Actually, not just now. I have a matter to discuss with Buffy.
Right.
What a sick mother... That is some psychologically damaging shit there.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Oh.
I want to break up.
Oh!
Okay, not quite the reaction I was looking for.
On Valentine's
I'm
night?
sorry.
What?
It's
To break up with somebody? Any day besides Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
I mean, what? Were you running low on dramatic irony?
I know. I didn't mean to do it this way.
Well, you did.
Oh, man. That sucks. She was wearing it. Oh my god.
It's a good thing we broke up. Now I don't have to pretend I like it.
Emoting with Cordelia. Holy...
Bring about this love and bless it. Blow out the candle now.
Amy's gonna love Xander in Before. This is not the way to go, Xander.
Yes, Angel nails a puppy to the...
Skip it.
What?
I don't want to know. I don't have a puppy. Skip it.
Right you are.
It better not be John Wicks, because that will cause some problems.
We can comfort each other.
Well, would lap dancing enter into that scenario at all? Because I find that very comforting.
Play your cards, right?
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
You do know that I'm Xander, right?
I don't know.
Spells worked on Buff. Oh my
Heard
god,
that you
no.
and Cordy broke up, and I guess I was just surprised how glad I was.
Oh boy.
Spending time with you. You're so sweet. You know, it's funny how you can see a person every day and...
Not
Oh
really, see?
my god. It's affected her as well.
So anyway, I thought it might be fun.
Hi, Xander.
What?
Oh
You're in Mr.
god.
Bear's history class, right?
Yeah. Yes, he is. And you should go to him. Because he's me. to use force.
Look! What the?
Force is okay.
No, it's
That's
not.
it.
No.
This has got to stop. It's time for me to act like a man. And hide.
No, I think that might be his best idea, actually. You'd think this would be great, but this has its limits, and it's not natural as well. Oh boy.
Look, Rupert, I know that you're angry at me, and I don't blame you, but I am not just gonna go away. I care far too much about you to... Have you been working out?
This is wrong. This is wrong.
I cannot believe that you are fool enough to do something like this.
Oh, no, I'm twice the fool it takes to do something like this.
Yeah.
Buffy! Oh, my God.
What the? What? Has she disintegrated her? What?
Buffy.
Where is she?
What
is she
the
here?
shit?
Can you focus for a minute?
Him? You just used him. You make me sick.
Okay, Harmony, if you need to borrow my might, I'll just ask.
Ouch. Okay, yeah. This is playing on Giles's "This is dangerous" comment.
Just...
Oh, dearie. Damn, Oz.
That kind of hurt. Kinda? What was that for? I was on the phone all night listening to Willow cry about you. Now, I don't know exactly what happened, but I was left with a very strong...
Just go home. Lock yourself away. You're not going to cause more problems here.
Giles.
Amy, Jenny, and I will try and break the spell. Oz, if you could aid us in finding...
Her nose.
Buffy.
Sure, absolutely.
Let's go. Get out of my sight.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Cordelia. This is ridiculous.
The ritual so that...
Let me get you something to drink. You in the mood for cold or hot?
I
think it's more of a
Oh
hot night,
no,
don't
she's affected. It's everyone. Every woman.
you? You are so intense.
Xander's done.
I don't know what you're up to, Drew, but it doesn't amuse.
If you harm one hair on this boy's head,
You know, even without the love potion, this would work.
Him?
just because I finally found a real man.
A movie, maybe?
Blood! Oh my god! Has everyone's surely got to be. Oh god!
Congratulations, it worked.
Would have worked fine, except your hide's so thick, not even magic can penetrate it.
You mean this spell was for me?
But it was for a more malicious means, wasn't it? Ah, shh. No, Buffy, no!
Oh my god!
Stay behind me.
Jesus. She's got a rolling pin!
Diana,
I approve!
goddess of love, begone. Hear no more thy siren's song.
Oh my goodness.
It's off me!
A slight case of nudity here.
But you're not a rat. So call it an upside.
You think maybe you could get
Absolute
me some
win.
clothing?
Yes, I can. Just, don't go anywhere.
Really not an issue.
Yeah, I don't think she wants to risk that at this point.
Begging you to undress me, and then a sudden need for cheese. I also remember that you didn't
Need cheese?
undress me.
She wanted
It
to.
meant a lot to me what you said.
She was
Come on, Buffy, I
risking
couldn't take
going
advantage
into
of you like
rape.
that. Okay, for a
side.
minute it was touch and go there.
You came through. There might just be hope for you yet.
Well, tell that to Cordelia.
You're on your own there.
You're a sheep. You're not a sheep. You're a sheep. All you ever do is what everyone else does, just so you can say you did it first.
Cordelia, I love
Scrambling
you.
for your approval when I'm way cooler than you are, because I'm not a sheep. I do what I want to do, and I wear what I want to wear. And you know what? I'll date where the hell I want to date. Oh, God.
It's gonna be okay. Just keep walking.
Oh, God, what have I done?
You've
They're
just
never gonna
became
speak to me
awesome.
again.
Oh, sure they are. If it helps, whenever we're around them, you and I can fight a lot.
You promise?
You can pretty much count on it.
Oh, oh. Damn, she told them. She told them. Cordelia, though. Damn it! I never thought I would be rooting for Cordelia, but here we are. Here we are. Holy shit! That was a really, really enjoyable episode that just had me all over the bloody place because it was just like weird, it was wrong, it was hilarious, it was just insane. It was just comedy and it was just out of this world. And of course, like like there were certain areas where things started to look a bit uncomfortable. But like throughout this episode, you just felt like you were confused mentally at how to feel because it was just all kinds of crazy, weird, wrong, insane, hilarious. It was just nuts, and I really enjoyed what they pulled with this episode because there was some really fun moments. There was some development as well, and you know, this episode, it just works so well with the comedy placed in and the wrongs in this situation. It just works, and I just really enjoyed this. Added with a few of the characters' decisions, like Xander, for example, deciding, I don't want to do this because it's wrong. And like there were even some characters who were just like done in their reaction, like Xander, for example, where he just face plants at the table at Buffy's house. He's just done with life at this point. So yeah, but it was just a really great episode with a bit of development. I gotta say, I really loved Cordelia in this episode, and I'm just growing to her. Never thought I would be saying that, but I am just growing to her because, like, when she decided to break up with Xander, I feel like there was a lot of things going through her head because obviously the main reason, I guess, for as presented in this episode, for her breaking up with Xander was because of the fact that she was in a bit of a difficult place. Harmony and Co. were lecturing her, and it all goes back to Out of Mind, Out of Sight, where she was confessing to Buffy about her fears of being alone, which is totally in character for Cordelia. Like, if she is in this complex area where she has to choose between bitchy people who she feels helps, like her hanging around them helps her self-esteem, and choosing between a dork who basically gets who basically has an unpopular reputation, it creates this complex in your mind. And I just and I feel like the catalyst for, like, because there was a bit of pressure anyways for Cordelia, but I think the catalyst was when Xander was talking about Buffy, which, as in the last episode, Cordelia did say about, why is it whenever we're together, you're talking about Buffy and Willow. So yeah, I think that was the bit of the push for Cordelia to break things up. Still on Valentine's Day, oof. But yeah, I do like. That's the thing. I do like how the ending presented itself, because Cordelia was still in a bit of a stuck situation, but her heart was screaming for Xander. It was throughout the episode, but she was stuck in a sticky situation. And at the end of the day, her heart was screaming for... I really just love how she stood up to Harmony and co. But yeah, her heart was screaming for Xander, and lo and behold. So yeah, I just really, really enjoyed the development of Cordelia in this episode. Her choosing to pick a side, basically, and it was just really, really good stuff. Like, I just loved Cordelia in this episode, honestly, which is something I never thought I would be saying to a Buffy episode ever, but here we are. Well, I think I am growing more to Cordelia, but I honestly, I just sympathized with her so much. Especially with the fact that she was initially targeted by Xander, because Xander wanted the love spell to work on her so he could break up with her. He was basically being rash in terms of, okay, well, I want this to happen. Because getting someone to force love you, I guess, is a bit rash anyways. But his intentions stretched further. He wanted to break up with Cordelia. He wanted to inflict his pain onto her. And I mean, I do kind of get it with Xander, like, because revenge and anger, well, anger especially, but like, especially on Valentine's Day as well, like I said. But I guess frustrations can be a part of a relationship, whether it's like revenge, like getting back at someone by dating someone maybe close to them, who knows, or getting rid of your pictures of your SO. Breakups can be difficult, and it kind of was for Xander. It wasn't Cordelia because she was stuck in a rough place, but Xander had that speech, and then gets and got her that necklace, which was really nice, and then he gets broken up. And breakups can be very, very tough on a person. Ask me. It's been a really difficult few months for me since my breakup, but I think I'm at that phase where I am moving on, but it was still really, really, really tough for like the first month, especially. But then again, I would say with this revenge scheme going on, with this love spell, it's in character for Xander to do something like this, isn't it? So, yeah, but yeah, Amy returning in this episode was a real big surprise. And I did have this thought during the episode, but I wanted to point it out in the review, that it was basically foreshadowed in the last episode. And I can pick this up instantly because I watched episode 15 a few hours ago. But when Oz was looking at the trophy with Amy's mother inside, and then we've got this episode which features Amy. It's like that episode was foreshadowing, oh, so we're going to be dealing with witchcraft and whatnot with Amy, potentially, very soon. So I really like how they did subtly set things up for Amy's reappearance, which worked out in a really crazy and exciting fashion. So yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. It wasn't a serious episode, but it was very fun. And like, if you're gonna do a rewatch, I think this would be a fun thing to rewatch, because it was just crazy and there was a lot of emotions you had. And that's the thing, like, it was just really, really bizarre. One of the things I did love about this episode, though, was the fact that whilst Buffy and Willow were affected so much, and he is pretty much a ladies' man, Xander did not take advantage of the situation because he knew it was wrong. He had that speech to Buffy, and I thought that was really great. It really does develop his character a bit. Though I will take points away from him for blaming this situation on Cordelia when it was him who said, okay, I want revenge. So yeah. But no, I really liked the fact that Xander did not take any advantage of any opportunity. He thought it affected Buffy solely at first, and he was like, well, I finally got her to like me, so it's like a win. But then he realized how bad the situation was becoming, and he was like, well, yeah, this is wrong. So, yeah, but I really liked the fact when Willow tried to take advantage of him, especially he was just not having any of it. And I do feel so bad for Willow, especially because she um she got affected, and it's like the pack where you get affected by this spell, and you're able to remember the events preceding it, preceding everything. Not only that though, but we had Buffy like when ugh, Xander doing something inappropriate to Buffy, same with Buffy to Xander. So there's that nice parallel there to the pack as well. But yeah, I did feel so bad for Willow because Buffy even stated it. She has been chasing you for a bit longer, and she was hurt when she found out that Xander and Cordelia were a thing because, like Buffy said, she has longed for you the most, so she's the one who's most affected by this. And to be placed under that condition um, hurts so much, especially with the fact that she feels like, even though she wasn't in control of it, she feels like she has hurt Oz. So yeah, and Oz was pretty much hurt himself anyways. Gotta say, that was a real punch and a half there from Oz. Um, it's not something I probably would associate to his character, but he, again, cares so much for our dear Willow. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, I can't blame Willow for being hurt by this. Because of her connections with Xander. So yeah. But this episode was truly off the rails, but it was fun. I'm not complaining about how off the rails, like, it's like Legends of Tomorrow, like, that show has things that goes off the rails, like the whole Bebo situation was completely off the rails, but we absolutely adored the shit out of it. Same with this episode, we just loved how insane this episode had become. Like, I thought that when the moments this episode was truly off the rails was when Buffy got turned into a rat. Like, I could never anticipate that moment happening, and yet here we are. And I just loved Oz's reaction, like when Buffy reverted to her human status, and he was like, well, at least you're a human now, so that's an absolute win, isn't it? But no, I really thought that was a really insane idea. And is it me? But like with Amy's return, I'm sure she also had a cat as well that came out of the chest, and I think that cat reemerged in this episode, chasing down Buffy. So not just Amy returning from that episode, but the cat as well. I think it is. But yeah, another moment that this episode was truly off the rails for me was when Drusilla saved Xander from Angelus. She was going to have a snack at Xander anyways, but Angelus put Xander in a lot of danger, and then Drusilla appeared. It was just insane. And Angel hasn't got the foggiest, so yeah. Can I just say, Angelus is I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? Water is wet, grass is green, with Angelus being a dick. But who the fuck nails a puppy to whatever that thing that Giles was going to read out to? Like, who does that? Not just that, though, but I love that he is a spanner in the Drew Spike ship. Like, I do feel like Spike is feeling that threat from Angelus, so yeah. But also he sent that message to Buffy. Not sinister at all. But hey, at least she got something for Valentine's Day, even though she thinks it's a sham, so thought that counts, I guess. No, but I'm Buffy so much. It's just a sham of a holiday. So yeah. even in a relationship, I thought, oh, it's Valentine's Day, cool. So yeah, yeah. We also saw Jenny post episode 14 again. Gotta say, I really well, first off, because we're going to Giles right now, I really loved how pissed he was at this whole situation when he was throwing some backlash to Xander for his idiocy. Because it was irresponsible, like, not gonna lie. And his concern for Buffy as well was really beautiful stuff to see, as it always is. But I really liked the interactions we had, because he's not gonna, like, because with Jenny and Giles is not gonna have this, oh, it's water under the bridge. They are continuing their strain, and it's like the Dark Age, isn't it? Where Jenny needed some space, Giles needs some space. Except I do feel like, well, I did feel a lot for Giles with the Dark Age when Jenny wanted some time. And I do with Jenny in this situation, because she has her own, like, reasonings to why we feel for her, like we did with Giles. And in this case, it's because she was not aware of what would happen to Angel until it was too late, because her uncle loved to stall for time, apparently. But I can't, like I said, with the Dark Age, understanding why Jenny felt hurt, you can understand why Giles was hurt too. So yeah, especially with how that impacted Buffy, and you know how much Buffy means to Giles because of not just the way he reacted to Xander in this episode, but because Giles was there for Buffy when Buffy thought, "Are you going to lecture me?" and Giles gave off that speech at the end of 14. So I really did love Giles's anger in this episode. But yeah, this episode was just pretty much insane. And I really loved it. I can't complain about how insane this episode was. It was just really bizarre, and they had a lot of comedy. There was some wrong moments, like I said, and of course you're going to feel some, like, ooh, caution there. But for the most part, it, like, well, throughout this episode, it presented a range of emotions. And for the most part, it was comedy-based. And I felt like there was some really great development from Xander and Cordelia in this episode, which is really great stuff to see. Great callbacks when you delve in deep into this episode to season 1 episodes, to Witch, to the Pack, I guess, to Out of Sight, Out of Mind when you consider why Cordelia was acting the way she was. It was just really great stuff. I really enjoyed this episode. Like I said, it's not one of those, I guess, plot heavy episodes, but it was still pretty fun to watch and insane. And like I said, your mind was at a state where, well, for me, it was at a state where I just didn't know what to feel, because so much was happening and so many emotions are just flooding your head, and it's just crazy. So yeah, but this was a very enjoyable episode for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!